Who are you listening to? The wise or the foolish? Politicians, religionists, philosophers, or scientists? Scientists are those who understand the mathematical definition of life. Scientists are those who can work out the mathematical reality of things. Scientists are those who facilitate the creation of new things, who understand the order of creation. Life is not something to assume about or philosophize about. Life is a reality, and a mathematical reality that can only be understood in the context of mathematical logistics. Everybody, all the politicians want to do is win the next election. They don't care what the result or what will happen tomorrow or down the line. They are only thinking about the next election. Whereas scientists are looking at all the long term event, what will happen down the line, based on what is happening and what must happen, what will happen in another 10, 20 years. As far as global universal change is concerned, the universe is shifting to its semi-positive stance, which means the energy that generates the universe will change from positive to semi-positive, meaning that everything around here today that are driven by positive gases will no longer function. Everything that was designed with positive gas, when the semi-positive gas balance, all those things will become weak. Metal will become fragile. The fossil fuel will easily catch fire. Since the new energy will burn out all the old one. Old buildings will easily fall down because the steel, etc., get weaker. This will be the situation around here. There will be a lot of aircraft falling out of the sky because of that. Ships sinking in the sea. So as soon as you see these things start to happen on a larger scale, you know that the travel industry get a knock. So these are the serious changes that will come in as we move on into the new timeline. The rivers will change their courses, expand and become wider. Therefore, the low-lying areas are the danger areas. The peak, the high mountain also will drop to facilitate semi-positive topology. In that on semi-positive timeline, the Earth is at half its height, and positive is the tallest height, and negative timeline it's flat. So everything have three adjustment. The Earth is adjust the three levels: flat, semi-flat, and high and positive timeline as today. Therefore, as it shift to some positive timeline, you will see the Earth expand, and there will be more easier access to celestial travel and so forth. Since the universe will open up, basically it is closed because it at its smallest size at this time. When you look at the problem facing humanity today, health problem, AIDS. Once we were told that AIDS came out of Africa, everything about the black people, even the pig flu, come from Africa. Nothing good seems to come out of Africa, since there's where the slaves are from. However, now that they have come to understand and know and realize that gayism is not something new. If you go back even before 2,000 years ago, the same problem was around. Nothing is new. We have the Sodom and Gomorrah, same behavior. Hell. On every hell line, this is the behavior of humanity. They do as they like because of the ignorance, lack of scientific direction and guidance, and the positive timeline. The human being behave wild, resulting in a lot of health problems and diseases that plague the human being on this positive timeline, facilitated by ignorance. However, as we go on into the new timeline, the human being will be 3 times wiser. So most of these problems that affect them today will reduce, are removed, eradicated. Gayism, gay pride. What is prideful about being gay? That's a dead end. A tree that is not producing fruit should be cut down. Unproductive. What is that all about? That's an obia. That's a obia behavior. Reversing energy. Most of the behavior of human being on positive timeline affect their health mentally and otherwise. For example, a woman that ingests a lot of male hormone will eventually start behaving like a male. A male that ingests a lot of female hormone will also start behaving like a female. And that is the problem around here that causes the bottomanism and gayism. Bad habits, bad behavior, ignorant behavior, wild behavior. However, that's the nature of things on the hellline. The Almighty allow all things and create all things. However, now that a lot of people are being educated as to what caused them to behave so foolishly, we expect corrections. Racism and hate. All this racism in this 21st century, the human being should be getting wiser. All this racism should go away. There is variety in all things. No two things are the same. Variety is the spice of life. I wouldn't want to go someplace and when I go there I only see pure black people. No colors. When I get my food, I don't like to see the same kind of food that I plate. I like to see a lot of colors. Make it more spicy and more pleasant to the eyes. But some people are so racist and hateful. All they want to see is themselves and not others. All this will go away with the old wild order. However, as the Christ told you 2,000 years ago that this would be the situation, for nation would rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. And that is what we have been seeing for the last 2,000 years since the advent of the Christ. However, at the end of the 2,000 years, as indicated by Isaiah 9, 6 and 7, chapter 9, 6 and 7 verses, things will be made new. A new heaven and a new earth. The former things will be no more, the Bible also tell you. As Isaiah 6, 9, 6 and 7 tell you by which means this will come about. That the Christ will return at the end of the 2,000 year to bring about this reality. Today we are seeing this wisdom flowing from Jamaica, the semi-positive center to the world, with men in silence. Men are trying to take it away from us. The bullies fighting us down. But there's no room for bullyism around here. Racism, gayism, and these things that are destructive to humanity. Gayism produces biological defects, bugs. The excretion from the rectum produce a lot of bacteria, the most dangerous bugs. Contact with that area sexually transmit various diseases. So it's a foolish thing to do. Unless you are working obia. But this behavior is also an obia behavior. And you notice the external, the owner of this obia, the owners of this obia, want to impose it on black people. Notice BBC, how they love to interview homosexuals. It's a pleasure. Like they want everybody in the world to turn gay and foolish. If everybody turn gay, the human being will die out in a short time. These people should not be adopting other people's children and turn them into homosexual and lesbians. They cannot have any children. They change their lifestyle not to have any. So why should they be allowed to adopt other people's children? Only foolish parents would do that. Our government would allow their children from their country to be adopted by people who is going to change them into what they want them to be and cause more germs, spread more germs and health problems all over. Notice they use it in war, the gay behavior. It sexually assault women all over and men and spread their germs. And these people become sick and dormant. That is what they have in mind. We look at the many changes to be made, like the months in the year, days in the months. There are 28 days in each month. The moon guide how the days flow in the month, result in 13 months in each year, not 12. If you work out the maths, what you will get, it's 13 months. The other month was transferred to various months in the 12 months. However, the moon does not function on that level, but follow a strict timeline. 13 days per year, 28 days per month. And these are some of the changes that we will have to make along the way. We notice the same, the hatefulness of the US towards country like Venezuela. What they want to do, take away their oil. Each country is free to set up their own policies. The people are there to fight for what they want. They don't need another country from outside to force them and tell them what to do. It's the same thing they are doing in here since PNP and JLP. What America want them to do in England, that is what they have to do. That's the position. That is why a third party cannot come to win in Jamaica. And that is why as soon as you talk about a third party, you see everybody face drop down. It's either the PNP or JLP. They don't want a third party. Oh, a third party never win in Jamaica yet. That is what they will tell you as soon as you talk about a third one. But under I direction, a third party cannot lose unless the people are idiots and do not want to go anywhere and are all dunces. I notice that the local media, they are part of the politics. Since they are all in silence, they have been writing to them for the last 19 years. And they have never mentioned anything about Iraq. They're like duppies around here. Courts. What are they afraid of? The bully United States. They will stop feeding the Jamaican people. Are they feeding us? Or they will bomb us? Or whatever. Are you just a coward around here? United States, or whoever, don't have any say around here when I talk. Anything that grumble hard against the law of the Almighty will be burnt out with fire. Will burn out and earthquake run them away from around I. Not even my gates, at least the Bible tells you that, not even my gates, they cannot come and live. When the lawgiver talk. So I don't know why what some people are afraid of. There are changes here to be made. The same old colonial madness cannot continue as far as black people is concerned. Don't let them school you. That is what you are told by Bob Marley. They will fool you, treat you like a fool, and ride you like a mule, and then laugh after you. That is why they tell you that the Maroons are some people that different from black people, from Jamaicans. They come here to like slaves. The Maroons are Rastafari Jamaicans that have been here from creation at the center. And Maroon themselves cut off from the Spanish and the English in the hills and fight them off, and they have to give them freedom. However, they don't want to tell you that because they want to pull down the black race. So you couldn't go tell them that they are great or they put up any resistance against the white masters. We don't want them to tell us anything about our history. Our history is scientific and mathematical and logical, not an illusion or a guesstimate of what was. This is a new day. There's no need to sit and pray and worship. This is a new day where I have to act, live out to the law of the Almighty in the context and understanding of that reality. Follow the leader, Rastafari, Selassie.